I'm Nate Berkus, in for Sarah Gore, and this is Open House. This week, we're bringing you incredible properties from coast to coast. We're checking out an Olympic champion's whimsical vacation estate that's right on the beach. And fashion designer Trina Turk shows us her incredibly glamorous Palm Springs pad. Plus, my good friend, interior designer Kelly Bahoon, shows off her beautiful designs for a Park Avenue palace in the sky. But first, we visit a Gilded Age style mansion in New Jersey.
When you first enter this beautiful estate, you can't help but marvel at the beauty of the woodwork and all of the materials used throughout.
Hi everybody, I'm Nate Berkus and welcome to Open House. Now, whether it's the years I've spent as an interior designer, an author, or all the time I've spent on television talking about creating and celebrating beautiful spaces, it's a thrill for me to stand in for Sarah Gore while she is out on maternity leave. Obviously, Open House is all about impressive homes and bringing you innovative design, but this week, we've definitely gone above and beyond. Check out this unbelievable Mediterranean-style estate in the heart of Beverly Hills that was built in the 1920s. But the best part about it is the thoughtful renovation for modern-day living. Look at the olive trees that line the walkway on your approach to this beautiful Mediterranean-style home. This place has everything that somebody who really cares about architectural details and living well is looking for. Phenomenal iron and glass doors, beautiful wood ceilings, arched entranceways, and a mix of all these incredible finishes, all wrapped with bright white walls so that you can put your stamp on this incredible property. We start things off at a castle called Darlington in a land called New Jersey. All jokes aside, it's one of the most impressive estates that you'll ever see, and that is quite a claim for Open House. It's located less than an hour outside of New York City, but you feel like you're in a different world. It was built in 1907 to combine the majesty of an English manor with the opulence of a Gilded Age mansion. And at over 50,000 square feet and sited on over 12 acres of land, there's a lot to see. Let's take a look.
I'm Sonia Kolara of Special Properties Christie's International Real Estate. It's my pleasure to welcome you at Darlington, a magnificent estate located just 25 miles outside of New York City in beautiful Mahwah, New Jersey. Darlington was originally constructed between 1902 and 1907. It is a hidden gem and an architectural masterpiece. Darlington is a 50,000 square foot mansion located on 12.5 lush acres. It has 21 bedrooms and 29 bathrooms. Darlington recently underwent a 7-year meticulous renovation, as part of which artisans and craftsmen from all over the world, as well as the finest interior designers, worked on the project. We have a lot to see, so follow me inside. When you first enter this beautiful estate, you can't help but marvel at the beauty of the woodwork and all of the materials used throughout. Several different varieties of wood were used throughout the home, most notably California redwood, which is very rare and can be seen in the entry stairwell and also in the beautiful grand dining room. But all of this is just the beginning. Follow me into the Great Hall. Welcome to the Great Hall. The Great Hall at Darlington has these amazing 30-foot high ceilings, and you can see the intricacy of the woodwork and the plaster throughout. It also has these two amazing original Tiffany Studio chandeliers, as well as custom furnishings by Francesco Malone, a furniture company outside of Venice, who has also created furnishings for the Ritz-Carlton in New York City. The fireplace at Darlington is made of Caen limestone, the same material that was used in Westminster Abbey and Canterbury Cathedral. It also has amazing detailed woodwork on the mantel. And last but not least, the Great Hall is home to a 30-foot grand Aeolian organ. And it still plays beautifully. And now, if you'd like to transition from the Great Hall to some great books, follow me to the library. I just love how calm and tranquil it feels in here. One of the things I love the most about the library are these amazing murals on the ceiling that were done by James Walfin, the same artist who did the murals in the New York City Public Library. All of the furnishings were custom made for the home. A great example of that is this beautiful Francesco Malone bookcase that was custom made to match these beautiful moldings on the wall. And what library wouldn't be complete without the greatest thinkers of our time? Throughout the room are 14 different bronze plates depicting Shakespeare, Buddha, Cervantes. And after reading and reflection with Shakespeare, there's a perfect place for light conversation and a cup of tea. And here we are in the tea room. I love how light and bright this room feels. The tea room features an ornate plaster ceiling with beautiful carvings, including the Tudor rose, which is a motif that's used throughout the home. The dining room has some of the most amazing woodwork in the entire home. But my favorite has to be the carvings that are done by the fireplace by John Elliott, just to think that he did all of this by hand. I've shown you how to entertain in grand style, and that was just on the first floor.
I don't know about you, but I would be satisfied if the tour ended after that great room alone. But, of course, there's even more to see. Up next, we explore the rest of this massive estate. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.
Open House is sponsored in part by Coldwell Banker, the real estate company with real advantages. Find your home today at coldwellbanker.com.
Welcome back, everybody. We continue our tour of the Darlington Mansion. It's 50,000 square feet, no big deal, right?
Darlington is a home with 4 distinct levels. As part of the renovation, a new 12,000 square foot lower level was built on the bottom floor. Lush contemporary spaces are among the mansion's new amenities, including a stunning contemporary wine room with tasting room, poker room, cigar room with humidors, a spa with a lap pool, and attached steam and dry saunas, exercise room, massage room, and beauty salon. But the revival of Darlington didn't stop on just its interiors. Let's go for a tour of the grounds. Darlington's outdoor amenities are serene, relaxing, and perfect for entertaining. These lush and glorious grounds have a new professional tennis court, 2 fountains, 2 pergolas, a gazebo, and an outdoor pool with a cabana. With all this natural beauty, it's hard to go back inside, but we're not done yet. As we ascend this staircase, we can't help but marvel at this exquisite handcrafted detail. Here we are on the 3rd level, which is home to 5 guest suites, which have been furnished in the style of some of the most luxurious hotels around the world. Each of the suites provides breathtaking views of the Ramapo Valley. The renovation even included a movie theater and a billiard room. When Darlington was built in 1907, newspapers said that it was one of the finest homes in the United States. We can confirm that this holds true today. Darlington is definitely reborn.
That was a home filled with breathtaking details. And speaking of breathtaking, wait until you see the views from our next property.
I can imagine sitting here in the morning and figuring out my next move.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Nate Berkus in for Sarah Gore. Now, we're in New York City. Actually, we're very far above New York City. Take a look at one of the newest projects by my good friend, interior designer Kelly Bahoon. This apartment is located on the 92nd floor of the tallest residential building in the world. Yes, that building. The one that changed New York's skyline forever. Well, the view can't be beat, and that view became Kelly's inspiration.
Hi everyone, I'm Kelly Bean from Kelly Bean Studio here in New York. I'm an interior designer, and today I have the rare privilege of giving you a sneak peek inside a penthouse apartment I just designed in the famed Raphael Vignoli Tower at 432 Park Avenue. So follow me. The first thing you notice, obviously, are the gobsmacking, jaw-dropping views through these 10-foot square windows. Every iconic landmark is visible out these windows. Every single room has views. You're so high you see the island converge at its tip, and on a clear day like today, you can see the Atlantic Ocean beyond. These window seats are so incredibly comfortable, you could almost fall asleep. I mean, who wouldn't want to take a nap here? So all of the colors I used inside are really a nod to what you see outside. Nothing too saturated. I chose this sofa because I thought it worked especially well here. It has an omnidirectional feature, and what it does is it creates these opportunities for conversation that are a little bit less rigid and formal. And then I chose this silk rug to follow the pattern of the sofa, and in a way for me it speaks to the way we're always zigging and zagging in New York. It works really, really well. Another way I was inspired by New York City when designing this apartment was in the light fixture here over the dining table. There's something about these very jagged shapes made out of glass that reminded me of the Chrysler Building, those kind of ziggurat shapes. And then in the table, it's this beautiful organic marble that has almost like the flow of a river. It's like it's in motion. So while the living space is fairly neutral, I really wanted this library to feel like a glowing box, almost the way a fireplace beckons you to come in. I used a bronzy metallic wallpaper on the ceiling that catches the light beautifully. And I did a built-in sofa with a mohair cushion, and then I added these heavily carved geometric wood panels to add some texture. So while the textures in this room are a bit softer, so is this eastern-facing view, and altogether, it's really the perfect spot for quiet reflection. So because the kitchen was already pretty perfect, I didn't have to do much. I just added a few features, like these light fixtures over the island. It reminded me of the moon over Manhattan, and I love the way they glow at night. But let me show you my favorite feature. I can't think of a better place to have a morning coffee and read the newspaper than at this floating marble bar table. So all I did was add these few brass bar stools. I love their sculptural quality and the way they look like chess pieces. I could imagine sitting here in the morning and figuring out my next move. My goal with this master bedroom was to bring a dose of glamour, so I chose to use touches of gold and silver throughout the space. So when the sun is setting and it catches those various surfaces, it's like little light switches going off all around the room. It's really a beautiful effect. The master bath has this beautiful spa-like ambiance. It has wonderful statuary, book-matched marble walls and floors, and there's a freestanding sculptural tub sitting right in the middle of the window. I'm a big believer in the importance of living with art and surrounding yourself with it every day. As a designer, I just feel like it connects you with your space and your surroundings in a way that's deeply personal, and that's really important. For me, it was such a thrill to work in this building because it is a work of art. So I really hope you enjoyed your tour with me today up here in the clouds.
That is definitely an unforgettable view. Next, we're heading to Palm Springs, California to check out designer Trina Turk's colorful hillside home. We'll be right back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Now we're taking a look inside fashion designer Trina Turk's Palm Springs Oasis. Trina's designs are known for their fun and carefree glamour, and it's an aesthetic that extends to her home as well. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Trina Turk. Welcome to my house in Palm Springs, California, called the Ship of the Desert. The architectural style of the home is called Streamline Moderne, but when we were working on the interiors, we did an eclectic mix of pieces from all different eras. Palm Springs is known for its vintage modern furniture stores, and a lot of the decorative accessories in this room are from those shops. For example, this sculpture, we bought it right here in Palm Springs. So now we're in the dining room. Some of the things I love about this room are the architectural details. It has soffit lighting all around, which is very flattering at night. It has pocket doors, and it has another curved wall similar to the living room. But what's unique about the view is that it looks across to the living room, which is the bow of the ship. One of my favorite pieces in the room is this rhino head sculpture. I just love the whimsical quality of it and how it's kind of a PC version of a trophy head. In the master bedroom, most of the furniture was built in, and we use the citrus colors in the bedspread and also in the upholstery here that sort of carry throughout the house. Another prominent architectural feature of this room is that it has its own private balcony, which has that curved shape, once again like the bow of a ship. And over the fireplace is a jute lion head, which is the counterpart to the rhino in the dining room. Now we're in the pool area. We have this little kidney bean shaped pool that was put in the 50s. All of the patio furniture is vintage, and we upholstered it in the Santorini print, which is a print from a collection that I did with Schumacher. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this tour of the Ship of the Desert here in Palm Springs, where mid-century modern architecture meets the natural landscape.
Well, that, my friends, was the Ship of the Desert. How cool. Still ahead, island living in South Carolina with former Olympic champion Tara Lipinski.
In the fireplace, we carved the Olympic rings and '98, of course, the year I won in Nagano. I don't have very many mementos that I keep from my skating career, but every once in a while we'll add a touch.
Welcome back, everybody. Now we're heading down to South Carolina to join former Olympic and world figure skating champion Tara Lipinski at her beautiful home in Kiawah Island, which is just outside of Charleston. Take a look at how she transformed this house into her dream home.
Hi, I'm Tara Lipinski. Welcome to my home by the ocean on Kiawah Island, South Carolina. There's a ton to see, so follow me and I'll show you my home. The architecture of the house itself I would describe as Southern with a touch of Victorian, very coastal. But when I was designing this, I really wanted the stairs to give the effect of a grand entrance, but still have a very Southern feeling. So those wide swept porches that keep that Southern charm. The moment you walk in, you can immediately see the color scheme I was going for, the seaside colors, light blue, pastel yellow. And the entrance, we had to keep it grand. We have the double staircases leading up to the second floor, but let's check this out. So this is a beach house. We spend most of our time outdoors, but if we bring the party indoors, this is where we go. It's right off the foyer. You have a pool table, jukebox, and of course a beer tap. What else could you want? Now let me take you upstairs and we'll check out the formal living room. We are now in my formal living room, and as you can see, I love windows. If I could have every wall in this room a window, I would. The main attraction is obviously the ocean, so the view is incredible from here. Oh, one other great thing. In the fireplace, we carved the Olympic rings and 98. Of course, the year I won in Nagano. I don't have very many mementos that I keep from my skating career, but every once in a while, we'll add a touch. Sometimes I can't believe that I'm so lucky to be able to wake up into this incredible view, but this is my bedroom, and the shabby chic motif has continued. We have all the slip-covered furniture. My bed, I love a lot of pillows, very relaxing and comfortable, but for my pieces, again, back to the antiques. One of them was this armoire. I love the shell design at the top. I thought it would match perfectly in this room, all the muted colors. I can honestly say this is my dream bedroom. Now let me take you outside and show you the grounds. And this is why I chose Kiawah Island. My home is my sanctuary, but this is what it's about. Look at this beach, this water. Thank you guys for joining me on this tour. Glad you stopped by.
That's it for now, everybody. I hope you loved the show. I had so much fun filling in for my friend Sarah Gore this week. If you want to see any of these amazing homes again, all you have to do is head to openhousetv.com. You can also stay in touch with me on Twitter, Instagram, or nateberkus.com. Thanks for tuning in.